here inside Enyimba City. And of course, I'm going to tell you here we're discussing boxing and in Primo. Anyway, truth of the whole matter is today no go really day easy at all. It no go really day easy at all today. And of course, we'll be getting some persons expert in the field of boxing, in the world of boxing. So we just follow us talk real matter about boxing today. Of course, this legendary Pontry FM about my name is Jack Moga. Call me Ogamomo. Then we are best of friends. All right, so we have a whole lot of matches coming today, like plenty of them. And of course, on Saturday we're having one of the biggest fight there coming through from that side of it. The big man there, Martins Buckley, having it there, climbing the ring and of course taking it off with our own very own F.A. Ajagba. So right now we're just having on, the big man always making sure boxing is, having this very good side inside the Enyimba City, and of course Abia State and Nigeria. And I will have that the CEO of the Epro Boxing Academy, and of course he is here with us. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh, all right. We'll just try to get him on again. And that particular one there is, Abaon. When I say Abaon, a real Abaon, because he has been in the city, growing up before he went, to United Kingdom. There he based and have really been doing so well in the field of boxing. Hello. Hello, can you hear me now?
Hello, I can't hear you.
Okay, you can hear me now. You're welcome. That is the Epro. You're welcome, Epro. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? All right. Oh, I was really going on. Anyway, before we just try to get him on again, I have a whole lot of fight there coming through today, and it's really not going to be easy there in the field of boxing. All right, we'll have a Epro there again. Hello, Epro.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, loud and clear. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me? I'm hearing you. Like I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, all right. That's really been a problem there. Network not really doing so well. About so that, I'm really going to try to get you around down the fights that will be coming up today. And, all right. Okay, let's just see if we can connect to Epro there. It's really been an issue. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me now?
I can't hear you for some reason. I can't hear.
All right. Okay, so now can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
But I'm sorry, I can't. Yes, I can hear you now loud and clear, yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So, Epro, let's just go forward. It's okay. No problem. We just go to take it from there because we don't really have much time on our side now, but just have to, try to consult with the time we have. All right. So, very well we know, seems like he was waiting Waba. Is that not true?
Yes, I'm explaining Waba.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so talking about boxing today, and the importance of getting boxing down to in Abia State, and also introduce boxing down to the city Enyimba. So what do you think is really going to be the impact of boxing coming down to Abia State, or having a very big wave there in Abia State?
Yeah, to to the good listeners out there, my name is Emmanuel Epro. Okay? Like I said earlier, I always put the map. And I've been into boxing for so many years. The dream, is to change boxing.
Okay.
The South, Nigeria, and Africa. So far, working very hard to say that those changes were made. We've had a few shows. They were successful. We're planning to have more shows. However, even with all, the problems at home with, the bad economy and stuff,
all right,
we're still pushing. We're planning to have an academy where the young ones will come and train, develop, and learn their skills. We're also working with other states and the government to make these things happen. It's a gradual process, and we hope to get there someday.
Okay. All right, that's very beautiful. That's very beautiful. Okay, at least I know with time that will happen. Anyway, that will really going to happen. So going forward, I really want to know. Calculating the rate of boxing, boxing rate, in Africa. Let's go down to Africa now. Calculating the rate of boxing in Africa, how do you see Nigeria coming up, in the world of sports, in the world of boxing?
Nigeria, we got good boxers. Because I've got experience in the pro boxing in Nigeria, I manage a few pros as well. The problem that we have, and it's not only in Nigeria, it's all around Africa. Boxing, it's a game of numbers.
Okay.
For boxers, to make it, they've got to sell tickets. That's how it's done here, in the UK, same in America. Talent alone is not enough. You've got to be able to sell tickets. And, the promoters, will tell you that as well. That's why someone like Anthony Joshua, he's seen as the cash cow because anytime he fights, he sells out 85,000 arenas. So the problem that, we have, for me is, money and also talent. I don't think our coaches are good enough.
Okay.
The level of our boxers are the same level of the amateurs here. So I don't think our coaches are good enough, and that's what we're trying to do. Where when we finish our project in Aba, as in the boxing academy, I want to be bringing some coaches from here to train our coaches. To develop them, because our coaches don't know how to train our guys, and that's why our guys are very, very poor. And I'm sorry to say this, they're quite athletic, but in terms of ability and skills, they're way behind the guys in Europe and America and even South America. So. And also, our boys are more focused on how to make money. You've got to be passionate about these sports. You've got to love these sports. You've got to also help in building these sports in Nigeria and Africa as well.
All right. That is very, very okay. Very okay. At least that was to textually true. The boxers here in Nigeria sometimes have their eyes on the money, without focusing on the career force, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. A lot of them, how they say is, when I start boxing today, tomorrow I'm going to make millions. But it doesn't work like that. You've got to develop as a boxer. You've got to be passionate about it. You've got to build yourself. And that's why here, most boxers go through the amateur ranks. And in amateur here, nobody gets paid.
Okay.
It's, more seen as a voluntary sport at that, level where, you pay for your transport, you pay for your gas, you train, win medals, believing that at some point, when you get, better, that, you'll be able, to turn pro and start, becoming, famous, then the money will come in. But in Nigeria, once any and every, boxer, laces a glove, they're asking you to give them, money. And it shouldn't be like that. We need to be patient to build this sport.
All right. Okay. So, making that point clear there, I get it. Okay. We have a couple of, pros there, representing the green, white, green. That's Nigeria. Persons like Efe Ajagba, I think, counting out Anthony Joshua, we can now count Efe Ajagba doing so very well. So, is there any thing like maybe how serious Efe Ajagba, is actually taking things that you say, okay, the Nigerian boxer should look towards this person's, pattern of life and all of that, to pick up something?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. If Ajaba is a decent, boxer, he's gone through the amateur, ranks as well. He won, gold in 2015.
Okay.
African Games. He also, won bronze at 2014 Common Games. Commonwealth Games, sorry. So he's worked hard, all through his career. He's gone through the ranks, he's paid his dues, and he's doing well. However, Efe is not a household name in America. He doesn't have the fan base, though he's coming up. The promoters are slowly building him. He's achieved a lot coming from Nigeria. In my humble opinion, he's achieved a lot, and he's done well as well, for himself. Him and his brother. He's got a brother who also fights at cruiserweight. Both of them, they've done well. But, in terms of skills and, levels, they're not really up there, with the other big boys. However, from where they're coming from, I say they've done really well.
All right. Okay, quick one, because I don't think we'll have much time there. You made a point about, coming in with professional coaches to help train, our coaches here in Abia State and, of course, in Nigeria, to help build, great boxers here in Abia State, our own. So, how fast is that going to happen? How are we going to expect that?
We're trying to do that as fast as we can. We're putting things in place. At some point, this year, I'm hoping to come and see the governor by the grace of God, to let him know, what we have, in place, for boxing in Abia State, and how it's going to, be good to our boys. How our boys, will benefit from it. How the state as a whole, will benefit from it. How Southeast will benefit, from it, and how Nigeria as a country, will also, benefit. So, what we're trying, to do is to bring some good coaches from here to Nigeria.
All right.
Precisely like Abba, to help our, coaches, and hopefully that will happen. Very soon.
All right. Anyway, a quick one there. We'll have a very big match there coming up on Saturday, and I think the one more of the persons there from the side Africa is actually going to pay more attention to. That is the fight between Martins Bakale and coming up against Efe Ajagba. So, and now Efe already telling Martins, man, I'm really going to take you down, and I will stand tall there as the African best boxer. So, if Martins saying no, that's not possible. So now the two of them, who do you think in that match? What do you think is going to happen? What's your predictions towards that particular fight?
You're breaking up there. I couldn't hear what you said.
All right, I said, what's your prediction? The fight there between Martins Bakole and Ife Ajagba. So, what's your own prediction? What do you think is actually going to happen on that particular fight?
All right, I'll let you know this. I'm not going to take too much time. Martin Bakole is from Congo.
Yeah.
He's a giant.
Mm-hmm.
These two guys are African, warriors. Martin Bakole has had 21 wins and 2 losses.
Yeah.
And, the losses were to good boxers. If Ajagba has had, 21, fights, 22 fights, 21 wins and 1 loss. In my humble opinion, though I'm Nigerian, I should be supporting my brother, I will slightly tilt to Bakole. Why? I think he's a better boxer. I think he's more faster. I think he's fought better opponents. In general, as a boxer, I think he's better.
All right.
If he's got power, but he doesn't have the skills. His legs are slow, his hands are slow, but when he lands on you, you're going down.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much there for coming around there, Epro.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So good.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you very much. So good having you. Anyway, so it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Jova and Jova. Well, let's get to the best of it. And of course, this is a big ring boxing show. Coming through there for you from the Temple of the Epro Boxing Academy. All right, more coming on through for you. Follow up. It is what it is. So, man. All right, so we have a couple of fights coming up today. But the one we're actually looking at Saturday is the fight they're coming for Martins and Ajagba. Me, I'm rooting for Ajagba. I don't know what Epro is saying. We're actually going for Martins. But for me, I'm not going to lie. I'm going for Ajagba because this is our own. Anyway, thank you very much for joining up with us. And of course, after the music break there, coming next is the Men's Cave. It is what it is. Thank God it's Friday. My name is Jake Mogada. Call me Gabo. They're your best of friends. Catch you up again next Friday. Getting your boxing at East Best. Thank you very much. And God bless you. Trust the process.